guys, and welcome to my, office tour, setup tour, whatever you want to call it. So as I'm recording this on my iPhone 6s Plus, got optical image stabilization. You've also got 4K. So make sure you go into the options and settings on YouTube down below and click 4K if you're on a 4K monitor or display to get the best out of this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here is where I record, edit, do homework, not go to school, everything pretty much. Yeah, apart from a lot of things, I do a lot of stuff in here. So this is everything. As you can see, there's a bookcase and lots of exciting books on there. A monitor going off. There we go, that's a lava lamp, by the way, guys, if you wanted to have a look at it. But I'm going to start like going up the top first, up here. I'm going to work my way down and eventually finish off at the computer down there. So if we start in this corner over here, just some plastic wallets that I use like for putting homework and stuff in. Here we got like a graveyard for like old, well not old, but some screen protectors for my phone, some earpods that have still not out their wrapper yet, as you can see. Yeah, just some old phone, some, like sticky things. I got a thingy, what do you call it, a hole puncher that you put your paper in, 2 staplers, because I've got 2 staplers. This is an old keyboard that I used to use for that computer, which I'll get to in a bit. Got some cables. Right, this thing is really cool. So I'll show you. So this is a label printer by Brother, and I'll show you down here quickly. But what I do is if you turn it on, you can print labels and call, and it comes out the back. It's only about £17 for Maplin, but I always label up all my plugs so I know which is which and all the USB cables. It just makes life easier. So that sits up there now. Back here we got a Parker pen case. A lot of people always say to me, why do you spend money on pens? I don't know. I just like having a nice pen, and they usually last about 2 or 3 years. And just some ink, a Latin dictionary, an English dictionary, some pencils. Up here we got like USB heaven. We got like a 4GB USB camper van thing, which is really cool, I think. This is a mouse, wireless mouse. Those lights actually come on, which is cool. And then you got a 32GB USB 3 thing, which I use, and also a BT wireless card that doesn't work anymore. But I thought I'll put it in my collection there. There you go. An iPod Touch, 3rd generation, that I've had for ages now. There's me, 8GB. Don't think it's charged, but that used to sit on there. But I'm just telling the time by down there, but I removed it now. In here you've got an iPod Shuffle that I was trying to open it. I actually won the Viva Milkshake competition. Right here it is. Pretty cool. So it's about £40. It cost me 60p the milkshake. So I also got a free milkshake with it. So obviously, so it's not bad going. And then these are actually a headset, and this is actually what I started recording on my phone. That's the first ever microphone I'm recording on YouTube with, and headset basically. But when I actually look back at the videos and have a look at the audio quality from what it used to be, to what it was with the old microphone on the headphones. I'll show you them in a bit. That is so much better. But yeah, next we have got these things. So this is basically some cable ties that you can wrap around cables. These are awesome. If you have a look down here, I've got them everywhere, like leading up around there. It's just tidies everything up and stops everything from being a mess. You can see it down there as well. They're really good. They're about £7 on Amazon for 20. But yeah, you can see I use a lot. Up here, we've got a DVI to VGA thing, whatever. We've also got Asus VIP membership notice, whatever that is. In fact, I know what that is, but not that important. Here we got a PlayStation 3 controller that I'm going to start using for Rocket League on the PC. With a program called DS3. Why has this monitor gone off? Come on, where you gone? Wake up. Nope. Scrolling down. There we go. Right. I'm moving along. This is actually a USB hub, but I've turned it the other way around. Sort of like a bookcase holdery thing for these stuff. It looks kind of cool, so I just left it there. Let's move that out of the way a second. Here, this is what I edit and make thumbnails with Adobe Photoshop. Come on, focus. Adobe Photoshop Elements 14. And I also edit my videos with Adobe Premiere Elements 14. I got this on Black Friday. It's usually about £80, and I got it for 35 combined, which is a great price. BallGuard Internet Security. Never had a problem with that. I think it's probably one of the best internet security out there. Next, you've got my Elgato HD60, which I can actually get out for you guys. I actually do keep it in here. This keeps it nice and tidy. And here it is. Last time you saw this was on the unboxing, but this is what I use to record PlayStation videos, a new Drive Club series, and everything. So yeah, this is, you take the HDMI out the PlayStation, for example, or Xbox. You get the HDMI that comes with it, and you plug that into there. You plug that into the computer. So that's cool. And let's keep all the cables nice and tidy in there. So I'm just going to put that away and I'll be back. Where are we? We're here. Do that again. This is Farming Simulator 15. I got this about a year ago for PC, but it never actually worked on this PC here. So yeah, it just sat there. But on the Steam sale, because I'm looking to buy the gold DLC as well now with that, it was cheaper to buy the Farming Simulator with the gold edition on here than it was to buy it separate with that, so I just bought it on Steam, the Steam version. Let's put that down there. Here you've got two AF 120mm fans from Corsair, LED red, as that's my theme. They're still waiting to be installed to the PC, and they're also the quiet edition, 1500 RPM. Very quiet fans, well, hopefully they are. So they're waiting to be installed. That is actually my motherboard box, the Gigabyte H81MS2H, is that right? I'm not sure. I think it is. Is it on there? Yeah. Ultra durable. Here, this is like an Eddie Stobart tanker. It focuses, you can see the name. There we get Lynn. There's Lynn up there in a box. That's the box for the label printer, and then this is the box from the Asus. Come on, iPhone, focus. Asus Republic of Gamers Vulcan headset. So these are really good. They're active noise cancelling headphones. And it comes in this really nice box, and in here, if I just go quick because I need to charge my phone. It's on 5% battery, which is always good when you're trying to record in 4K. You've got the microphone here, which is it's a bit rubbish, but not as good as that, which is like a cheap Logitech headset. This is about £70, but yeah, whatever. Let's carry on. So the next thing that'll be up here would be on the next level. So I need to stand on the squeaky chair. Well, this is the infamous squeaky chair. If I do some demos there. And this is a squeaky chair. I'm trying not to fall off. Right up here, you've got all like sellotape and tape, glue tack, photo paper. This is a Canon selfie photo printer, so I haven't actually got any ink for that, but I picked it up at a car boot. It was about £15, so that was cool. Up here you got boxes. That's the blue Snowball box, as you can see, very dusty. Okay, so now I've got dust everywhere. Moving along this doesn't look very safe. I made it. That's a map. In here we got pencils. That's a laminator. I also won those on the milkshake competition as well. So, and the same people who won the iPod with, so that's cool. Come on. Jump. I didn't die. Here is the box for that mouse. Here that I also did an unboxing on the channel. I actually got that from Insomnia. I think it was down to about £39, some 56 or something. So really good buy at the Asus booth there. Some boxes. Up there you got an old hard drive, iPhone boxes. That's actually a really good system there. It's a subwoofer for they're basically desktop speakers, the Logitech Z4 is that? I'm not sure, you can have a look if you want, but they're waiting to be set up with this PC. There we got some water dancing speakers that I don't use anymore, and then that's pretty much on the shelves at the top. So let's move down here. Start down here. Here is the Wi-Fi, and I use Ethernet to connect these two to the internet, partly because neither of them have internet cards on them, partly because Ethernet is much quicker than wireless, with everyone on it, all your phones are on it and stuff. Here, it's like a nice little red thing that I found lying around. Fits well with the red theme in here. And this is from IKEA. It's a quite cool thing. So you plug it into the plug, like that, and instead of, it's good for travel as well, because instead of carrying around many chargers with the headers on, the UK headers, you can just carry the USB things around and it charges them from a single plug. So that's cool from IKEA. This is my lamp, as you can see, a lamp that's also from IKEA. So this is where I usually sit when I'm doing art homework, or homework will be done on that computer, but this is the only computer now in here that's got Office on it. So I'll just use this for homework. I used to use it for the Elgato, but it can only manage 720 at 60 in the lowest settings. But with the other laptop that I use, which isn't here at the moment, which is a Lenovo, that's got an i5, so it can do 1080p, low battery, 60 FPS in full settings, so I use that. That's just like a board of stuff. Pencil pot, standard stuff. And then you've got this thing. So this is the Sony NEX F3. This is the camera that I usually use for unboxings. If I open it up, right, turn it off, I'll do like a demo thing. So turn it on, there you go, there's me. I'm recording on there. What do you guys think of that? Is it cool? Is it better? Is it better? What do you think? Is it better or worse? See what you think. So turn it off. I decided to record this in 4K for my second ever 4K video. So let's just put lens cap back on. But yeah, as I said, this is my lava lamp. I've actually just tidied the whole thing up today, so it's all nice and tidy. But let's get to the computers. But I just remembered. So before we get to the computers, you may be wondering, how did you get a desk this big? Well, this is actually a kitchen worktop, and it's got these standy things on, so it looks like a desk. that isn't actually connected to it, as you can see. But in here we got rubbish, more rubbish, pencils, like cables down there. Here, this is something else that I've done today. I've tidied this up, so all the cables that are hidden behind there, but this there, you don't see them, which is kind of cool. But here we are. Just move the not squeaky chair out of the way. Let's have a look at this PC. So this is the Vibox Ultra 11. I've had it for over 2 years now, and it's been like the computer that I always say, oh, it's so annoying, which it is most of the time. But yeah, I've actually worked out today, this actually has a graphics card. It's the, I think it's the AMD Radeon HD60. It's a really basic card, but it has got a good processor. It's 4.2 gigahertz quad core. I'm not actually sure what it is, but Firebox probably lie. It's just really weird. If you have a look underneath here, probably see there's a fan under there. For absolutely no reason, because there's nowhere there that air can come in. It's blocked off from there, you can see it there. So what's the point? It's just blowing dust around the case. But yeah, it's got this thing on the front, which is kind of cool, I think. It tells you how long it's been up, the temperature, like fan speed, RPM. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, a terabyte hard drive, Seagate. Not mega interesting, but here's my cable thing. Like, you just wrap it around the cables and it just keeps it really nice and tidy, I think. In the future, I'm hopefully going to be running along that board at the back, but not at the moment. So that's the Vibox Ultra 11. I think I actually paid for this myself. I actually saved up for ages for this thing. It was £500 in September 2013. But I have started the channel and got, well, this is the basis for the channel basically. Everything that I've done in the last 2 years has came from this computer, but now I've obviously switched to this beast, which I'll get to in a minute. But here we are. This is just a, how'd you say that? Come on, focus iPhone. Cerulean Technology wireless keyboard and mouse. It's kind of comfortable for normal use, but there's my web page if you wanted to know. Moving along to the other PC, you have got my kind of cool. I should put this away now, but as it's a bit Christmassy, but it's a snow globe like truck, curly truck. Kind of cool, I think. I do actually have a mouse mat here, but it's got my full name on, so I didn't really want to put that on camera. But here it is, the Asus Gladius Optical gaming mouse. It's so comfortable, this thing. I've got it in the not so sensitive mode at the moment, and the breathing mode, which just looks awesome. Cool. And you can actually switch the on-run switches. I actually forgot about that in the unboxing of this. I didn't actually see them in the box, which is up there as I've shown you. But you can like take this apart and put different on-run switches, so it's like more or less clicky. Right, here it is, the Logitech G27. This is coming up to a year and a half I've had this. Well, this is actually the second Logitech G27 I had, because I had one from July to August in 2014, and that broke, so I had the Curry's PC World swapped it for this one, which hasn't broken yet, but here's the pedals. I know they're, come on iPhone, focus, there we go. They're pretty well weighted. There is the new version, the G29 and G920 out now, but there's no point really me swapping this, because I don't really play Xbox and PlayStation as much, and also with the G29 and G920 you have to pay for this shifter extra, and you only get this in without the thing that I'm covering up, so you don't get all these extra buttons, which is a bit rubbish for me in Eurotrack. Cool. Moving along, I've done this, was it last Wednesday that I did this, a week ago when this goes live. This is the Asus Cerberus gaming keyboard. It's really nice so far, the week that I've been using it. But I'm actually recording this on, if you can't, go on, there we go, on the 4th of January, so this is before the unboxing of this comes out, but yeah, not many unboxings on the internet, and they're all in different, what is wrong with my phone? All in different languages. So I did an English one, hopefully it's going to do well, I've got no idea, but if you go FN and control, you can change the colour like that, and go back, and also, if you click FN and that, it turns it into a breathing mode, so you can sort of copy the mouse, which is cool, but I don't like that for typing. You've also got, oh dear, FN, then you can also change the brightness to your heart's content, basically. And you've also got these like media things, which are really useful. But anyway, that is the keyboard side of things. Over here you've got the blue Snowball that I've been using. I think it's October now. I've been using that, so I just run the cable down here. And because of the G27's design, you can actually tuck the cable in there so it doesn't make a mess. But I just wish the cables are black, because it's like ruining everything. Ruins the look. But yeah, it's a really good thing. I've got the pop filter on it, as you can see. So this is like my perspective when I'm recording. But yeah, here is my schedule, or schedule, whatever you want to say it, for recording and uploading. As you can see, named it. And with my really bad handwriting. So what I do, and this was actually Farming Simulator. I was meant to, because Squirrel does Farming Sim with subs, I thought I'd be able to like record it, but I did ask his mods just in case. I wasn't, and I'm actually not allowed to record it for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. So I just have to cross it out. But this is going to be my sort of thing for the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to go into full detail. I've got an update. Well, you should have already seen an update video. But yeah, I can, because... No, in fact, go and check out the update video. I'm not going to show you that. I'll go through it, so you can go and view another video. So, yeah. Sorry. Here is my USB hub, which the mouse is connected to, which is also connected to another USB hub, which is probably not the safest thing. Well, I've got no idea how it powers all of this. I think the USB only has, is it 2 amps? The max output. But yeah. Another thing, I forgot to do the monitor for this. So this is a ViewSonic. I think it's 1920 by 1080, not 1080. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. That is the model number, ViewSonic. If you want to go and have a little look. But let's move back over here. So this is my monitor. It's the Asus G27QE, I think. By Asus. So it's 3D. It's on. There we go. Nvidia 3D Vision Ready. With my new card, I can actually do that now. But you have to pay for the glasses separate. As you can see down here, it's got full HD, 144 refresh rate. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Down here, you've got like a little, probably New York. I got from New York thing. This is actually like a rose. I think it's called Desert Rose. This rock, probably one of my favourite rocks. Like, a lot of people think I'm weird for liking rocks, but I think it looks really cool. So that sits there, and this is actually from Squirrel. So I actually, this is the one on the left is from my cap that I got from him, limited edition one. The one on the right, this is when I met him in Insomnia. He actually signed it for me, which is cool of him. So thank you for that if you're watching, which you probably aren't. But next, down here, we got the remote for this TV. That's actually a TV, it's not really, it's not sold as a monitor, but I use it as a monitor. I've got my 3TB external hard drive, which I use for all recordings and saving stuff. That's a webcam that I need to set up around here, so when I'm doing the videos, you can have an overlay of the wheel. Yeah, that's basically all of it down there, and then the USB hub that I shown you earlier. The reason I've got this thing here is because that's the max. Come on, that is the max height for that monitor there, and as this is, I'm going to adjust it, but it's height adjustable. I wanted it at the same level basically, because that's the different sizes. That one's 24, that one's about 22 or so. So I wanted them at the same level, not different. So I changed that, as you can see with that, and it also lets me just have some storage down there. And it also lets me have a keyboard that fits. You can see it doesn't really fit in there, but neither did that one. But no keyboard really can fit in that space there. And plus, when you're sitting here, it's much more easier to type like that. But I'm just going to make you wait even longer for that PC, because I want to show you these. So, as I said, this is the Asus Republic of Gamers Vulcan headset, active noise cancelling. And before you ask, the weird thing on the side, that is Trackir. So when I'm sitting here, I'm looking around in Eurotruck and other games, this thing on the top, which you may have thought was a webcam, that's not. That's a sensor for these infrared things on the side, as you can see. So it enables me to look around in the game. But anyway, the headset, these are mega comfortable. I've had them for over a year now. Just going to this light. Extremely squidgy those are. So is that up there. But yeah, it's really nice. But I think the newer versions of these, I think they're exactly the same, but the thing on the side, that's like a aluminium, brushed aluminium, which is really bright, which I don't like that. I prefer this carbon fibre look of this. But anyway, those fold away. But in the future, I've got something down here to stop like folding them away there. This is basically a hook. Like, I think you use it for curtains, but now instead of putting them there or there, I can hook them onto here, which is much easier, and this makes everything much tidier, I think. So that'll be the future, but I need to wrap some foam to stop like the squidgy bit from going weird. But right then, the main machine. So that's this Trackir on the headphone plugged in. You can see this is a Corsair Spec, Corsair Carbide Spec 01 case. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. If I just turn the flash on a second, it's a pretty nice case, I have to say. I just wish I had another fan down here, which I may do in the future with that other fan up there. But yeah, it's quite nice. The other fan the other one I've got is definitely going to sit on here, so the air can just come out really nicely. This is just like a plug bank here, because this is like a 10 thing, which I need with the amount of stuff I've got. Let's rotate it around without knocking my headphones off. You can have a look at inside. So it's got a CX600 Corsair power supply, a Zotac GTX 970, an i5 4460K, 8 gigs of RAM, which is soon going to be upgraded to 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM. But the motherboard only supports up to 16 gigs and, what was it now, 1600 megahertz. So yeah, but the cable management in here is really good from Fresh Tech Solutions. All the full specs are in the description down below if you wanted to know anyway. Also, 1 terabyte Seagate hard drive, which I may need another one soon, but as I said, I've got the 3 terabyte one up there. But yeah, it's a really nice case. It's very smart, fits with the red theme, especially with like that bit there. But yeah, it's really nice. And then again, the cable management. So let's move it back and I'll be back with you. There you have it. That is my setup tour for January 2016. I will do another one in January 2017, so a year from now, just to see what's different. Yeah, I think this is a nice way to see like how my setup was, and yeah, see how it's evolved as such. That's just gone to sleep mode. But as ever, thank you for watching that. Please do click the like if you enjoyed that, and why not subscribe and comment down below for more videos like this. If you want to see anything else, like an in-depth computer thing or whatever, just say. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.